Welcome to Class of Insightful Learning, Lesson Letter Episode V only. We're going to talk about V only's lesson, which is going to be you always get more than you ask for. Let me repeat that. You always get more than you ask for. I made this pamphlet the day before. You can't see it really easily in the dark, but with the light paint on, it's got a little easier. So it says, I obviously my nickname and last name in cursive, the February 20th, 2024. This is a bit of a mind map between the words quality, imagination, speech, with the word compromise in the middle, and a conclusion line saying that what I just said was you always get more than you ask for. Now, why would I write a compromise list like this? This mind map of 3 words around one and a phrase at the bottom. Well, what this means is that this is my personal take on my current wrong issues, where it's like, remember when I said stuff about communication, integrity, and action on the main channel? For those who watch me on YouTube, that's kind of what I mean by that stuff. It's like current wrong issues. It's like things that I deal with right now that could be worse later, could be brought back in the future, but they're not only issues, right? It's all good. It's like a lot of it all is all good, but these are the things that I would indeed compromise. Indeed, yes, compromising imagination, compromising speech, and compromising quality. Why would I compromise those things? It comes to humbleness and genuineness and the love of the self that I come down to when I make those decisions. It's like and knowing that I get what I want, if not more than that, in the long run, even in spite of these changes and self improvements. That's why I come up with this across. It's like that's the self trust and self love I have, even if it's still hard. And I hope people can get what I mean by that. It's like usually like people don't think, well, you don't compromise your imagination, you just let it flow. You don't. Well, of course you compromise your speech. You're supposed to either way. Compromising quality, what's the point? If it's quality, why would you compromise it? And so these questions can be answered in a simple dose of, because that's not what Tony Cashman would want to fall through for in the wrong direction. It's like, this is not the Tony Cashman I want to be. So it's like the Tony Cashman I want to be is someone who's willing to do those things, whether I like it or not, because that's who I want to be. And so it happens to be like that. But with lesson letter V, you always get more than you want. It's a simplification of getting what you want and then more, but it's like it's a good simplification. It's like when you know that the things I have to surrender a lot of things in my life, whether I really want them or not. Certainly, the world, society at large wants you to validate what you want, hobbies, interests, you name it. They want you to validate what you want. But I'm here to say that even if I really badly want some of those things, I have to be able to fill my own cup first. I have to be able to. I said this many times before. Fill my own cup, protect my own energy, prove to myself that I love myself the way I do. And those things will come with time. That has indeed, understandably, woo-woo context, but that's kind of the point here. If you guys already know, I'm a bit of astrologer, cultist, spiritualist, realist in some other ways, realist, optimist, where I accept that things can be bad, but I always include them, include some bits, equal parts negativity, equal parts positivity in my day-to-day life. It's not always about focusing on the positive per se, but it always has a bit of positivity anyways. And the positivity is easy enough to lose track of it anyways, isn't it? So when I say things like you get more than you want, it's not supposed to be a negative context. It can be seen in a pessimistic light, like, oh, you always get more than you ask for, so if I ask for things to be not as bad, they'll be bad anyways. Not that kind of negative aspect. I'm talking about the positive kind, where it's like, if you want something truly humble and lovable in your life, maybe even more than that, you get all of that, everything you ask for, and even more than that. So that's the positive aspect of that. And it's supposed to be a positive one anyways, in my opinion. But like, that's what I mean when I say things like that. It's like, I mean to be positive, where I know that the things I can get in my life could very well be there. I'd love more than anything, I'd wish more than anything get what I want in a humble way, or even if it was less than humble, if still be able to humble myself and hold accountability for having those things. But why wait? Why wait on myself to do those things right away when I could still love myself where I am right now? Being indeed Jane Ripper style, as I said before as well. I am where I need to be right now. And there's no need to wait for that, because you can always love yourself in this moment. There's always a way, Oprah Winfrey style, how many somebody's going to mention this point, Oprah Winfrey style, to be grateful no matter where you are in your life, better or worse, in all your seasons, as one of my good friends has said one time. Thanks to her for that, saying that, because being grateful in all your seasons, not necessarily being content or grateful as a practice, but being grateful no matter what happened anyways. And that actually should be what I have for this lesson, letter V, in the class insightful learning. So I'm going to try to close the rest of the lessons coming forwards with a firecracker after Z. So firecracker is going to be FC, and so we have W, X, Y, and Z, and then firecracker. So firecracker is going to be extra special. We're not paired with C. If we don't pair with Z, we'll have firecracker as its own lesson. There'll be a bonus lesson at the end of the course. So take care, guys. Free masterclass, C.O.I.L.